Welcome back to another video. This video we're doing a damage report on the E36 and we're going to be repairing it, ready for one of the most stylish events in Australia, Street Karnage's halfway hangs. So let's start by looking at the rear of the car. Now big thanks to Mike Lake for this one. His rear drive Evo, we all couldn't pull up. I'll insert the clip here. Mate Jason in the red E36 span. I managed to pull up because I was on pretty grippy tyres, and I look up and Mike was coming in hot, and there was no way of him pulling up, and unfortunately he did destroy his door on the corner of my car. Now, E36s, anyone that knows an E36 rear just pushes over really easy, and yeah, it's pushed over like that. I really can't complain because the car has been straight for almost 2.5 years now, and it's done a lot of events, and I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner with walls and that. I've had minor touches in the rear, but I've never completely pushed the rear over like this, so I'm super happy about that. I've talked to my panel beater and we're going to repair it properly. He said don't touch it. He said you could do it at home if you knew what you're doing, otherwise don't touch it, and we'll put it on the jig and pull it straight and back to spec, and hopefully get all these gaps and stuff back to the way they were. I'll put in some clips of what the car was like 12 months ago. I'll chuck them in now. As you can see here, the rear bumper is just hanging down. The mounts on the Rio and that are still hanging. Obviously I ran all the stock Rio. The mounts from the bumper, the plastic bit to the Rio have like separated, they're broken. So again, easy fix, but I do need to source a new rear bar. The time you see this video, we've picked up Beck's new car, our new party car. So the pink car becomes a parts car. That's got a mint bumper on it, so I'm going to pull that off and chop that up for... that will be this bumper, and then I'll chop up this bit here, I think, although it does have drill holes in it for mounting the other pods, but I'll find a scrap bumper to chop up and make new pods for this, because I love the stock look of the OEM Plus look of like the factory rear bumper cut to make a pod. Looks so clean and I just love it. You can see a bit of like tire marks and stuff up here, just from like belts and other cars and that. This is from a mirror, I believe, and yeah, this side of the car is not too bad. We've got the cracks in the front fenders. That happened early on. That was like literally at halfway hangs. The car was freshly painted, and I come in to anyone that's been to Rayleigh, you come down a hill, down into the pits, etc. And there was a bit of like a drain or something, and it like drops off, and I didn't expect it, and I'd driven the car there from the caravan park. And as I come in there, the car just dropped and the suspension like bottomed out, and yeah, I just come up and hit the guard, which is really frustrating because I wasn't even drifting when it happened, and I drifted the whole event and the wheel never hit the guard again. So I was just really unlucky, and that's been there since. So it's probably got slightly bigger over time, but really not that much, not bad. Like as you can see, it hasn't really got that bad. On the front bumper here and here, you can see the paint's kind of... It looks like it's just peeling up. What happened was I was a battle royale round, the gauntlet layer, and I went wide, and I just bailed. I just pulled out. I was like, no, I'm not going to break the car or do anything stupid. Just bailed and went wide, straightened up, and I couldn't avoid the big cones they got, so the bollards, and it just completely destroyed the paint. It's cracked the bumper through there and destroyed the paint. and started peeling the paint there. I do have this bumper trim. I just had that bumper off on the trailer, so I haven't just put that back on yet. As you can see, the bumper is showing some signs of wear. I'm not going to repair this bumper. I'm just going to buy a new one. I think Mars Performance have them in stock for a couple, like $400 or something. I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to hit up my mate Ken. He's selling E36 M3 bumper and non-M bumper fiberglass lips. So I'm going to hit him up for one of them. We'll chuck that on the car and we'll go colour match the lip, which will make it look that little bit lower. As you can see, the car is relatively high in the front. Now, I would love to lower it down for halfway hangs, but as I was saying, I want to get the KFs all round on this car. This is just it just sticks out too wide. Like, it works, but I really want to get like a smaller front steer wheel so I can just bring it back in the guard a little bit. In the time being, there's no point going low because it literally just will just smack the fiberglass and destroy it. Here, really good height for like drivability and like fiberglass, and it doesn't look silly like high, especially when it's got the side skirts on, but the front bar does just sit way too high off the ground. The M3 bars just aren't tall enough, like they don't hang down enough. So with that lip, hopefully we see a dramatic difference there. Moving on, got this side's cracked as well. This one, I also did it rarely. I dropped a wheel into it, and then a few times I've gone off track since, and the crack just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Again, the fiberglass stuff's really easy because we just pull this off, so that's what we did last year. Pull it all off, repair it, prep it, and repaint it. Moving on, down here we have a tyre mark, a bit more of a tyre mark. It's got a little bit of a dint, nothing too bad. Probably just touch it up, to be honest. It's something that you don't really see. Obviously the livery's coming off. Got tyre mark here and here. That's from when I was chasing down Stan. I got close. That was his front wheel on my door, but I was chasing him, and that was sick. And back around to here. So this funny story about this one. This is a patch. So this happened during the Ritsu that Mike hit me here. I'm not sure if it happened. I had a collision with Jamie in the Falcon, and that may have hit that and popped it out. But during that weekend, one of the hits I got, that did pop out that reinforced bit. Now that actually happened when we first painted the Fitment Lab kit. The guards, at the moment they're spaced out about 10, maybe 15 mil. You can't tell, but there's just a little foam block there that spaces it out. But they weren't spaced out back then, and the wheel come up across the train tracks on the way to go get the car buffed after it had been painted, and I assembled it back together. And he repaired it on the spot that day, repainted it, and he reinforced it. It's actually really thick fiberglass in that little section. You look here, from here across, it was all, but the original chunk, I mean, it still lasted like 2 years, but yeah, it's popped out again, which is a little bit annoying, but again, he'll just fix that up and we'll be good to go. Need a new tail light. We've got a heap of scratches here. I think that's from sitting a jerry can on the car while it was dirty or something, which is really annoying, but unfortunately, I won't say unfortunately, but fortunately, the whole car's just going to get, like, I'm going to do the boot, the fenders, the bumpers, repair the rear. Roof is still mint. The car is filthy. After we peel the stickers off, we're going to give it a bit of wash. So, anyway, that's basically all the damage for the year. I have the detent pins in the gearbox are dead, so before halfway hangs, at the moment I've only got first, second, third, and I do have fourth, but they're all really like real notchy to get into. I've lost fifth and reverse, but I'm going to get them replaced before the event. So I've got to get the car all painted out. I didn't want to take the gearbox out. I was going to do it a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to be able to move the car around while it's getting painted and stuff. So we'll do that after the car's been painted. We'll take the gearbox out, run it down to Melbourne, get new detent pins put in, and then put it back in before halfway. So that could be a bit of a last minute mission, but we'll see how we go. side's all done. She's looking nice and bare. It really shows you how dirty the car is. Obviously I haven't cleaned it since the last event because I knew I was going to take the stickers off and that. Not colour fade or anything, it is literally just dirt. But as you can see, bonnet's done. And all the side is done. Unfortunately, there is bits of the paint that are not great from crashes and etc. As you can see, it started to chip there. Some of the stickers were peeling up damaged bits. So like here, this is somewhere, this scratch here, and this scratch here was done when we first assembled the car, and I think this was smaller, but putting the sticker over the top of it obviously covered it, which was good. Now I've peeled it off, I think it made it a little bit bigger. Just little bits like that. We'll come around here. Jason helping me on this side, and just little sections like here, here, and here. The clear coat's actually come off, which is hard to see. It's just like this little small section here. I don't know why it came off on this side, but it doesn't matter. We'll repaint the doors, and yeah, it's literally going to be almost a full respray apart from the roof. So it is what it is. It already looks so much better. The lip's coming up good, and all I did was hit it with the sponge, not polished or anything yet. Unfortunately, it doesn't fix how sad this looks, and I still got to fix all that. Anyways, don't get me wrong, I love it and how good it looking with it was all stick it up, but I definitely prefer the clean look. Doing comps in that, I prefer. I mean, it's kind of hard doing comps in that. It's cool to like have a car that just looks like a street car and then do well in the comp or whatever. But obviously, comps and driving all the time don't happen without sponsorships and that. So, and having livery on it makes it look like a proper race car as well. So that's also kind of cool. Both looks are great to me. Like it always looks good, but this is just killer, and it's not even clean yet. So super keen to get down the panel beaters. We probably won't be able to film too much there. I don't think you'll be too comfortable with that. I'll film if I can. If not, what you're going to see next is little bits and pieces halfway through the repair and painting process, and then I will probably be joining you back here, reassembling it, hopefully before halfway. And when I say before, I mean like a couple weeks before, because last year we were actually assembling the car back together after paint on the day we had to leave for halfway. So we had absolutely no, we ended up leaving later because I literally picked the car up, brought it back, assembled it, and then we finished assembling it on check-in day at halfway at the caravan park. So putting the side skirts on and the pods on and that. I don't want to be doing that again. At this rate, it's looking like that's what's going to happen. I really don't want to have to do that. Anyways, I feel like I've already done too much talking in this video so far. We will be back better than ever, and we'll see you soon.